Hey y'all, welcome to the mtga Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling, dealing for the world to see. Come on down and join the fun, all out of you, stay. Let it roll, love the skill in that soul. Tapping with our critters and spells, and when we win, you know we're ringing them bells. From morning till evening, we're never slow. Cardboard cracks the name of the game, you know. Lost in the draw, but we never let go. Playing for pride in the soft southern glow. Decking our hands in a grinning ear. Magic together with the folks we hold dear. Welcome to the mtga Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling and dealing for the world to see. Come on down, Georgia, fun and know how you do. Let it roll, let's get in that soul. Let it roll, let's get in that soul. Let it roll, let's get in that soul.
Hillbilly.
Hey y'all, welcome to the mtga Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine.
Hey everybody, good afternoon. Let's play some arena, then later we'll take a look at an Edgar Markov deck. Alright. Let's see if we can win 5 games to get this done. Arena weekly announcements. Yeah, let's see who can did good this morning. Let's try our wither deck. I'll be glad when I can make some new decks. Why don't you go ahead and get rid of that? That ain't good. Do this. See which one you want to sack. Then we'll get exile them. Dag blanket. Awesome. Take 3. All we'll take is 3. Got a counter spell? Come on, opponent. I guess we're going. So I guess we're just going to have to sit here. Huh. Those are defenders. Come on, opponents. Yes, they're mad because we took care of 2 of their fog banks and all their creatures made them discard a Kaido. There we go. They either lost connection or they salty. Spring loaded saw blades. All right. We got to win for like 4 more games. All right. Yeah. Not really good. Ain't the best. Which one are you gonna sack? Got a discard too. So you are a cat deck. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, go ahead. Of course, we draw land.
Dead bloody.
Doing good there for a minute. First game was good. All right. All right, let's see. What is it today? What is it with the cats today? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're dead. Hey, Server and 7, what's going on? Esper, what's going on? Yeah, never could get to play it. Well, don't look like Arena is going to let my weather deck work today. Out of deck ideas. Hope everybody's doing all right. If you ain't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. We're gonna look at an Edgar Markov deck. Right after I play some games here. All right. Of course, Voice of Victory. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got a couple of sliver decks myself. I'm excited for Lorwyn. One, two. Alright, I think we need to... Ooh. I think we need to wipe the board here. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good that they got, you know, all these... getting all these changelings in the game. I just screwed up, didn't I? Yep. I shouldn't have attacked. I should have just wiped the board. Oh, okay. So you get rid of my life gain there. That's fine. And I think we lose here. Should have chose 2. Yep. We killed ourselves though. Going out on our terms. Oh well. It is what it is. If I hadn't attacked, I probably could have wiped the board and still survived. Oh well. Trying to get this here done before tomorrow, because tomorrow is when we get it the new sets. Y'all want to go ahead and look at the Edgar Markov deck, or you want to keep enjoying the arena game? Let me know. Mischievous Imp. We going first, not bad. Bristly Bill. Tap land. Like to have a creature. I appreciate that, Server7, and drop your channel link in chat there too. Ooh, Earth Crystal. Okay. Interesting. How are you playing so many lands? Oh, that's how. Why are they not playing? Why are they not playing this on the ladder? Yeah, we're already dead. We got one creature, they got three. Play that. Two, they can still get through.
Dead blood.
Really don't want to play the same deck from this morning. Death from above. So you're probably flyers. Got a burn spell. So you can buff that up. Yep. Got another one? I think we'll hold off here. I think we'll attack. See if they block or not. All right. Can't block, can't block. All right. I think they have to block this time. I did play the wrong one. I meant to play the Earth Crystal instead, but that's alright. You can get in with 3 of them, opponent. Can't block. Okay. Glad to have a creature. Gotcha. Didn't really need the creature. All we had to do was survive. All right, y'all want to see the Edgar Markov deck? Let's go ahead and take a look at the Edgar Markov deck. All right. All right, it's bracket 3. Edgar Markov. Whoops. All right. Edgar Markov is the commander. We got Warrior's Call, Impact Tremors, which pretty much do the same thing. Pings our opponent every time we play a creature, and they'll get pinged not once but twice because of Edgar Markov. We got Cather's Crusade to build our creatures up. Every time we play a creature, our creatures will build up pretty dang on quick. Then we got one vampire that deals with counters. Whenever Cordell, vampire, or another vampire dies, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. We got 9 drains in this deck. Cruel Celebrants. Enduring Tenacity, which is not a vampire, but it works with the combo we have in this deck. Cure of Blood. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Rotting Blight Priest. Sanguine Bond. Yes, I do have the Exquisite Blood to go with this. It's in the deck. We got Sanguine Siphoner. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Which I think that does the same thing. Oh, no. Yeah, that does the same thing. No, it don't. I thought it did, but it don't. Anyway, when this attacks, you will gain a life. Your opponent will lose a life. Star Escape Cleric, which is also not a vampire, but it works with the Sanguine Bond Exquisite Blood combo. Then we have Vein Ripper. I got this version actually in the deck. Flying, ward, sacrifice a creature. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Which card is a solid card that you was talking about there? I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to look at the screen and the chat also. I only got 1 monitor right now. But Ran Executioner Thing. Whenever 1 or more other creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. This ability only triggers once each turn. All right. Now we got 7 draws in here. We got Bolas Citadel, which is a game changer. You tell it's a game changer. It has that diamond on it. Phyrexian Arena. Skull Clamp. Twilight Prophet. With Twilight Prophet, it has Ascend. If you have 10 permanents on the battlefield, then you have City's Blessing. The City's Blessing. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have the City's Blessing, reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. Each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life where X is that card's mana value. So it's life gain and drain and card draw, because you get the extra card in your hand, because it does not count as your draw. We got Vampire Gourmand. Whenever this creature attacks, if you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card, and this creature can't be blocked this turn. We have Vampiric Rites. Get this down for 1 mana, and then for 2 mana, you get to sacrifice a creature and gain 1 life and draw a card. Then we got Welcoming Vampire. Whenever 1 or more other creatures with power 2 or less enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. So a lot of card draw. We're running 36 lands in this deck. Then we got 7 cards for life gain. got Bloodthirsty Conqueror, Flying, Death Touch, where our opponent loses life, you gain that much life. So this same thing, pretty much the same as Exquisite Blood. Same with Bond. Works with those. I'm sure you play Arena, you probably went up against it. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Then we got Draga Sanctuary. For 3 mana, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a black or red permanent, you gain 2 life. If you control a black permanent and a red permanent, you gain 4 life instead. And we do have black in this deck. We do have red in this deck. So this card works great in this deck. Hey Bruce, thank you for subscribing. Then there's Draina's Emissary. Vampire Cleric Ally with Flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So we got a lot of, so we're gaining and draining all a lot. And here's the Exquisite Blood, where opponent loses life, you gain that much life, which is the same thing as Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Then Gifted Aetherborn with Death Touch and Lifelink. Vampire Nighthawk. It has Death Touch and Lifelink. Vampire of the Dire Moon. Now these cards over here, these are cards I've actually taken out of the deck when I've upgraded. I put these over here just in case I want to swap them out. Hey, Tree Mail. Then we got Anguished Unmaking for removal. 13 removal spells. The Anguished Unmaking. Burn Steep Siege. When you play this one, always choose Mardu. Because with Mardu, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. So it will make your opponent, so you sack it. So this is more like an aristocrat type of deck. So by you having an aristocrat style deck, you're sacking your creatures, and when you're sacking your creatures, you get this out. Your opponent has to sack a creature at your end step. We got Captivating Vampire. Other vampires, creatures you control get +1/+1. Then tap 5 untapped vampires you control. Gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. So you can steal your opponent's creatures. Then we got our board wipe. Damn. You want to play. You always want to overload this for 2 and 2 white. That way, if you overload it, you get to wipe the whole entire board. I'm not using blood tokens in this, believe it or not. Grasp of Fates for 3 mana. You can exile it to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls till Grasp of Fate leaves the battlefield. So this will target all your opponents. Then we got Grave Pact. Another spell, another card that makes your opponent sacrifice a creature when you lose a creature. Evil Conqueror, game closer. You talking about Bloodthirsty Conqueror? I have not heard of Evil Conqueror. We also got Olivia Voldrin. Blood Fire Harvester. Nice. Cool. Olivia Voldrin costs 4 mana. For 2 mana, you get to deal a damage to another target creature and turn that creature into a vampire. Then for 5 mana, you can steal that creature. Then we got another board wipe, Olivia's Wrath. Each non-vampire creature gets -X to end a turn where X is the number of vampires you control. So the more vampires you get on the battlefield, the more of a chance you'll be able to get this to kill your opponent's creatures. And now this card here also gets around indestructible. Then we got the normal staple that's in every deck that contains whites. Path to Exile, Return to Dusk, Swords for Plowshares. You know, we got Ruthless Lawbreaker for 3 mana, 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target non-land permanents. Then we got Other End, exile target non-land permanent. We got 7 ramps. Arcane Signets, Commander Spear, Herald's Horn. As the horns enter the battlefield, choose a creature type. Of course, we're going to choose Vampire. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. So it's like extra card draw. Then we got Master of Dark Rites. Sacrifice another creature, add 3 black mana. Spend this only to cast vampire, clerics, or demon spells. Yeah, Ruthless Lawbringer is a great card. Because all you gotta do is play this, and when you play it, you get a token. And if you have another token out on the battlefield, you sack that other token, boom, you're getting rid of something. Anyway, we got another game changer, Smothering Tithe. If an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If that player doesn't, you create a treasure token. So your opponent has to tap 2 mana to keep you from making a treasure token. Very good taxing card. The Soul Ring and Zorn and Previous Bloodlord. 3 mana. +1. Target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink to end a turn. If it's a vampire, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then for R, he has another +1. You may sacrifice a vampire. When you do, Zorn deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. I don't usually use that middle ability. Usually use the top ability and the -3 ability. -3 ability is you may put a vampire creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So it's a way to cheat in a big vampire. If Bloodthirsty Conqueror is in this deck, he is right here. And then we got like 4 sack outlets. Of course, we got more stuff in the deck that allows you to help you sack stuff, such as Skull Clamp. It helps you. If you get just a token out, it's a 1/1. You can equip this to your token. It'll die, and then you'll draw 2 cards. So that's another sack outlet. Then we got, I can never say the name of this card, so I'll just call it Bart. But anyway, you sacrifice another creature or artifact to put a +1/+1 counter on Bart. Then we got Indulgent Aristocrats. Pay 2, sacrifice a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. So, Indulgent Aristocrat is pretty much the same as our Cordell Vampire. Now you have Cordell Vampire out, then you have your Aristocrat out. You can sack a token to put counters on multiple cards, on all your cards, double counters actually. Then we got Viscera Seer. Sacrifice a creature to scry 1. Then we got Helena Undying Partisan. 3 mana 2/2 Aetherborn Vampire with haste. Whenever a creature opponent controls dies, put a +1 counter on Yanai Undying Partisan. Sacrifice another creature. Yanni gains indestructible until end of turn. So every time so if you got your sack outlets down to where your opponent is having to kill creatures, this one is going to grow very, very quick. Then we got ways of making tokens. We got Baron Bertram Greywater, 4 mana, 3/4. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 black vampire rogue creature token with lifelink. This ability only triggers once each turn. You can pay 2, 1 and a black to sack a creature or artifact and to draw a card. So it makes tokens, it sacks tokens, and it draws. Got Bloodline Keeper. 3/3, you can tap it to create a 2/2 black vampire creature token with flying. You pay 1 to transform this, but you can only activate it if you have 5 vampires. And when you flip it over, it turns into a 5/5, giving all your vampires +2/+2. You can tap it to make a 2/2 black vampire creature token. This gives you a 2/2, and this gives you a 2/2. So, yeah, pretty good. Then we got Charismatic Conqueror for 2 mana, 2/2 Vampire Soldier Vigilance. Whenever an artifact or creature enters the battlefield untapped and under an opponent's control, they may tap that permanent. If they don't, you create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Now this card here gets out of hand very, very quickly. Then we got Chalvano, First of the Blessed. Whenever you attack, target attacking vampire that isn't a demon becomes a demon in addition to its other types. It gains when this creature dies. Draw a card and create a tapped 4/3 white and black vampire demon creature token with flying. Then we got Edgar, Charmed Groom. Other vampires gets +1/+1, and when Edgar dies, he transforms into Edgar Markov's Coffin. Then at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 white and black vampire creature token with lifelink, and put a bloodline counter on Edgar Markov's Coffin. Then if there are 3 or more bloodline counters on it, remove those counters and transform it. So when this creature dies, it'll transform into this artifact. And then once you get 3 once he makes 3 tokens, he'll transform back into Edgar Charmed Green. Now there is a lot of synergy in this. Then we got Zoran Solemn Visitor. 4 mana with 4 loyalty. +1 until the end of your turn. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain lifelink. For -2, you get to put a 2/2 black vampire creature token with flying onto the battlefield. And then for his ultimate, -6, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. You don't sacrifice a creature. Your opponents have to sacrifice their creatures at every upkeep. So if they play a creature, and then it comes back around, say they play one creature, it comes back around to their turn, they have to sacrifice that creature. Very, very good vampire. We don't have 2 tutors. I ain't got many tutors. We got 2 tutors: Insatiable Arvis and Diabolic Tutor. But with Insatiable Arvis, there's 2 ways to play this. If your opponent's got like 3 life, then you can play this, let them draw the cards and lose 3 life. Or you can draw the 3 cards and lose 3 life. But what I like to do is cast this for 5 mana. That way, I get to search my library for a card, put it on top, then draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. That way, I get to search my deck for a card, put it on top, then draw it. Then we got the Diabolic Tutor. You get to search your library for a card, put that into your hand. We got 3 recursion spells. Null Priest of Oblivion. If you kick this for 4, you get to return a creature from your graveyard back to the battlefield. Then we got Lydia, Crimson Bride, with flying, haste. Whenever Lydia, Crimson Bride attacks, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. It gains when you don't control a legendary vampire. Exile this creature. So what are we looking to bring back with this? Anything, but what we really want to bring back is a legendary. We bring back a legendary creature with Olivia. Olivia dies. That creature dies. But if you bring back a legendary, it doesn't die if Olivia dies. Then we got Recover. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, then draw a card. I do have War Leader's Call and Impact Tremors both in this deck. If y'all have any suggestions, let me know. We do not have board wipes in this deck. Well, I'll take it back. We do have board wipes. We got Damned and we got Olivia's Wrath. That's our board wipes. But yeah, we are running in our lands. We do have Braided Bluffs, Blazemire Verge, Blood Crypt, Bazooka Bog, which is exile the player's exile one of your opponent's graveyards. Command Tower, Evolving Wilds, Isolated Chapel, Marsh Flats, which is a fetch land. Mountains, Myriad Landscape, Orzhov Baliska, Path of Ancestry, Phyrexian Tower, Rakos Theater, Rogue's Passage, Sacred Foundry, Sundown Pass, Tainted Field, Temple of Silence, Temple of Triumph, Termorphic Expanse, Vault of the Archangel, and Voldrin Estates. This is the only way I can make blood tokens is this this land right here. Otherwise, I got enough draw in here to where I don't really need blood tokens. With blood tokens, you have to discard, and if you got enough draw, you don't need blood tokens. But this is my Edgar Markov deck. It is a bracket 3. We have 2 game changers, Bola Citadel and Smothering Tide. We have 7 2-card infinite combo pieces. 7. We got Bloodthirsty Conqueror, Marauding Blight Priest, Imperator Blood, Starscape Cleric, Enduring Tenacity, Exquisite Blood, and Sanguine Bond. That is the game combo pieces. But it does take a little bit of time to get these out. And if you ever want to see your the game changers, you go to Architect. You have a deck on there. You can see the game changers here. See, I got this in the deck. I have one of these cards, but I really don't like it. Don't have a deck for it. Would love to have one of these, but it costs too much. Way too much. Glacial Plasmas came down pretty good. Vampiric Tutor would be nice for this deck too. It kind of synergizes with the deck, but saying Vampiric. Rakdos joins up. Wouldn't be a bad card. I'll throw that over my maybe board. I'm probably spelling it wrong. Recursion. It's more recursion. That wouldn't be bad. I don't need recursion in this deck. The reason why I'm throwing this in the maybe board, so we can keep the deck legal. Anyway, if you bought this deck as is, like I have it, $574.54 for all the cards. Salt sum is 41.99. Alpha's Oracle, that's a blue card, I believe. So I can't run it in this deck. I do think that's blue. Yeah, I can't run this in the deck because it's a blue card. So you can't run blue in this. It has to be Mardu. Red, white, or black. It's the only colors that can be in the deck. I can't run any other colors but red, white, and blue. Red, white, black. Thotha's Oracle will probably work better in one of my other decks. I don't have that card. It'd work better in this deck, which this is my Wise Mothman Mill deck. It's black, green, and blue. We got a lot of mill cards in this. We got 14 mill. We actually got more than that because we also have Singularity Rupture. This is my Wise Mothman deck. It's pretty fun, actually. This is also a bracket 3. I don't have any bracket 4 decks yet. I do have my AI deck that I let AI build, which is Codus, and it's a bracket 2. How much menace do I have in the deck? And the Edgar deck, I don't think Edgar has any menace. But I see where you're going though. Makes sense. I don't think any of the vampires have menace. I think they all have flying on the ground or flying. Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, none of them have menace. The only reason why we got 2 cards in here that's not vampires because of what? Because their effects. Because with the Starscape Cleric, whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life, which is the same thing as thing with Bond. And enduring tenacity does the same thing. Yeah. Most of my vampires are flying. I got some that are on the ground, but most of them are flying. Like this one right here, it's on the ground. This one's on the ground. But there's creatures spread all throughout this deck because of what they do. I think the highest column that I have, not counting the maybe board, would probably be the ramp. No, yeah, the ramp. Yeah, ramp is where I got the money at. I know. I don't know why it's not seeing much play. I hardly ever see it anymore. I hardly ever see it. I'm thinking about making a vampire deck for tomorrow morning because I know we're getting more of an eclipse, but that won't be until after my first stream. So I might do a vampire deck for in the morning. Anyway, that is some of my decks. One deck I do have this deck, but I don't have it all the way in the. I don't haven't put it completely in here yet. I need to finish putting this in here. I just haven't had time to. I do have a Simone deck. It's Manifest Dread. And with this deck, it's a bracket 3 also. I've upgraded it also. I know Rakdos Goblin's going to be good. What's my favorite format to play on Arena? I'd have to say Standard. I do dabble in Historic some, but mostly Standard. Anyway, with this deck, we got one blink card, which is Conjurer's Closet. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. So you have a creature, Manifested Dread. You can take that creature, blink it with Conjurer's Closet, bring it back to the battlefield, front side up. We got Growing Dread with Flash. When it enters, Manifest Dread, and when you turn our permanent face up, put a 1/1 counter on it. And we got 32 creatures in this deck. We got Aza, Tyrant of Gyre Straits. You may play additional land on each of your turns. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card. So you play 2 lands. You draw 2 cards once you get this out on the battlefield. Ancient Green Warden with Reach. You may play lands from your graveyard. If a land entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Amethyst, Slumbering Owl. It's a 12/12, but it enters as a land. Because it enters tapped with 5 slumber counters on it. As long as it has a slumber counter on it, it's a land. Whenever you cast a spell, you may remove a slumber counter from this card. We got Shaya, Soul of the Wild. Power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control, and every non-token creature you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. So it will turn all your creatures into forests. I remember when this card was in Standard, it was so good. We need something like this in Standard again. And this is elemental. It would be great, and it'd be great for Lorwyn. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. We got Augur of Autumn. You may look at the top card. your library at any time. You may play lands from the top of your library. And as long as you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Azusa, Lost but Seeking. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. Bane of Balagrad. When Bane of Balagrad attacks, defending player exiles 2 permanents they control. Bonnie Paw, Clear Cutter. When it enters, you make a Bow, legendary blue ox token. Power and toughness are equal to how many lands you have. And whenever you attack, you get to draw a card. So you may put a land card onto the battlefield. Reads like a blue card. Yeah, kinda. Then we got Coiling Oracle. When it enters, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. Elvish Pioneer. When it comes into play, you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Glitch Interpreter. When it enters, if you control no face down permanents, return Glitch Interpreter to its owner's hand and manifest Dread. Whenever 1 or more colorless creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Then we got Greater Tanuki. Trample. Channel for 3. Discard Greater Tanuki and search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Hauntwood's Shrieker. 3 mana, 3/3. When it attacks, you manifest Dread. Hydra Omnivore, 8/8. When it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponents. Coma, Cosmos Serpents. Cannot be countered. And at the beginning of each upkeep, you create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Coma's Coil. You can sack that token, give them indestructible, or you can sack it to tap a permanent down. We got Kona, Rescue Beastie. If it's tapped, you get to play something from your hand for free. Lotus Cobra from Ramp. Multi-Yama's Avatar. Such a great card. It's gets a +1/+1 for each land you control and each land in your graveyard. And then pay 1 and a green. Return 2 lands you control to its owner's hand. Return Wadratha from your graveyard to your hand. Very, very good. We got Oran Reef Hydra. With landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1 counter on Oran Reef Hydra. If that land is a forest, put 2 counters on them instead. Overgrown Zealots, Manadork, Overlord of the Hauntwoods, Paranormal Analyst. Whenever you manifest Dread, put a card you put into your graveyard this way into your hand. So if you have this out on the battlefield, you manifest Dread, which we turn a card upside down as a 2/2, and you throw the other card into the graveyard. Instead, you will put it into your hand. Renup Escalator, you may play lands from your graveyard. Shurker Tribe Elder. Search the library for a basic land card. Put that card onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Then we got Scoot Swarm. Shriekwood Devourer. 6. Sad Robot, Tapiola, Bennett Druid. When a land enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card and gain a life. Tireless Tracker, World Spine Worm. When it dies, you create 3 5/5s. That's a total, and it is a 15/15. You got Yangma Elder. When it dies, you may search the library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Pay 2, sacrifice it, and draw a card. So you sack this, look for 2 lands, put them both into your hand, and draw a card. Then we got Retreat to Kolheim with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, choose 1. Tap or untap target creature or scribe 1. Then here's our removal package. We got Beast Within, Counter Spell, Psychonic Rift, Ursa's Predation, Prison in the Moon, Reality Shift, and Trigon Predator. Trigon Predator is in standard right now. Then we got Walk-in Closet. With Walk-in Closet, you get to play lands from your graveyard. And Forgotten Cellar, when you unlock this door, you may cast spells from your graveyard this turn. And if a card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile it instead. So this, I do not care about. The Walk-in Closet's good. Forgotten Cellar, it's okay. And we got Crucible of Worlds. You may play lands from your graveyard. Then we got Campfire. Campfire for 1 mana. You pay 1, tap it to gain 2 life. Or you pay 2, tap it, exile Campfire. Put all commanders you own from the command zone and from your graveyard into your hand. Then shuffle your graveyard into your library. So it will take all your cards. So it'll throw your commander into your hand. And then after it throws your commander into your hand, it will take your graveyard and put it back into your deck. Not bad. We've got Hedge Shredder as our vehicle. Whenever one or more land cards put into your graveyard from your library, put them onto the battlefield instead. When it attacks, you may mill 2 cards. Wilderness Reclamation. Make at the beginning of our end step, we're going to untap all our lands. Unexpected Results, which is such a great card. Shuffle your library, then reveal the top card. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield and return unexpected results to its owner's hand. Then we got Trail of Mystery. Face down creatures. Whenever a face down creature you control enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Scroll of Fate lets you manifest a card from your hand. So you got a big creature in your hand, you got this out on the battlefield, you can tap this to put that creature on the battlefield as a 2/2. Rapid Growth. Search your library with a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. This is Renewal. Search your library for up to 3 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, and you gain 7 life. Kodoma's Reach. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, Reveal those cards, put one onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand, then shuffle. Journey of Discovery. Search the library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Or you may pay up to 2 additional lands this turn. And so you play 2 lands, or may entwine this, search for 2 lands, and then put them onto the battlefield. Growth Spiral. Draw a card and you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. Explore. You may play additional land this turn. Draw a card. Cultivate. Search for 2 lands. Put one in your hand, one onto the battlefield tapped. Then our finisher is Overwhelming Stampede. 5 mana until the end of turn. Creatures you control gain trample and gets +X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Then we got Propaganda. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 for each creature they control that's attacking you. So your opponent attacks you with 1 creature, they have to pay 2 mana for that 1 creature to attack you. Then we got They Came from the Pipes. When that enters, manifests dread twice. Then whenever a face-down creature you control enters, draw a card. We got Sensei's Divining Top, 1 mana. And if you pay 1, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put them back in any order. Or tap it, draw a card, then put Sensei's Divining Top on top of its owner's library. We got Primordial Mist. At the beginning of your end step, you may manifest the top card of your library. Then exile face down permanent you control. Exile face down permanent you control face up. You may play that card this turn. You still got to pay the mana cost. It's basically almost like a flip, but you still got to pay it. We got Eureka Moment. 4 mana. Draw 2 cards. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. More ramp. And this is my Manifest Dread deck. Also got a Miracle deck. Upgraded. It's a bracket 3. Now this deck, I have made very little changes to it. Our commander lets us surveil 2 at the beginning of our upkeep, which is pretty good. Now with this deck, we got 5 copies. Got copy enchantments. There's invocation. You may have this enter the battlefield as a copy of enchantment you control, except it has at the beginning of your upkeep. You may exile this enchantment. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Extravagant Replication. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you control. We got Mirror Maid. Undued Spirit Dancer. Well, there is a combo in this deck. It's not a winning, game winning combo, but if you got the right pieces out, it can be. Then we got Belmerk Leech. Whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, each opponent loses 1 life. Then we got Grim Guardian. Whenever Grim Guardian or another enchantment enters a battlefield under your control, each opponent loses a life. We got 13 draws and 13 spells in this deck that can draw. Brainstone. Pay 2, tap, sacrifice it, draw 3. Then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Brainstorm, draw 3, and then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library. Diabolic Vision, look at the top 5 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on top of your library in any order. Identity Tracker. Flash, whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, draw a card. Mesa Enchantress. Hey, Tree Mill, thank you for subscribing. We got one with a multiverse. Outerworldly Gaze. Surveil 3. Flashback for 2. Nomenon Investigators. When it enters, choose Believe or Doubts. Believe is whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 2/2 Black Horror enchantment creature token. And Doubt is at the beginning of your end step, you may return a non-land permanent you own to your hand. If you do, draw a card. Then we got Praxian Arena. Ponder. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put them back in any order. You may shuffle and draw a card. Sensei's Divining Top. Thirst for Meaning. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an enchantment card. Then we got Unholy Annex. Ritual Chamber. If you play demons in Arena, you'll know what this card does. Makes a 6/6 demon, and at the beginning of your end step, you'll get to draw. It'll draw a card, and you lose 2 life unless you have a demon out on the battlefield. If you do, your opponent loses that life, and so do you. You gain that life. Then our finisher is Approach of the Second Sun. If it was cast from your hand and you cast another spell named Approach of the Second Sun this game, you win the game. Otherwise, put Approach of the Second Sun into its owner's library, 7th from the top, and you gain 7 life. So with this card here, it gets put back into your deck, 7th from the top, and we got draw in this deck. And then if we can draw our deck out, the quicker we draw on turn 7, you play this on turn 7, and the quicker you can draw your cards to get back to this, that'll seal the game to where you win. We got 37 lands, and then we got this room right here. Secret Arcade and Dusty Parlor. Dusty Parlor is whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a number of 1/1 counters equal to that spell's mana value on up to 1 target creature. Secret Arcade is non-land permanents you control, and permanent spells you control are enchantments in addition to its other types. Okay. So Secret Arcade turns all your stuff into enchantments. And with our Undo Spirit Dancer, we play our Undo Spirit Dancer. Whenever enchantment you control enters, you may create a token that's a copy of it. Do this only once each turn. So, play Undo Spirit Dancer with that room. You got the big side of the room, the Secret Arcade activated. You'll make a copy of Undo Spirit Dancer. And then once you make a copy of Undo Spirit Dancer, you'll make a enchantment. So by being an enchantment, you will make another copy and another copy and so on. Lock pretty much not a game winning, but it will flood your side of the battlefield with a whole bunch of creatures. Now, if you have Grim Guardian or Burmerk Leech down the battlefield, when you do that, you'll be pinging your opponent for every enchantment, every copy of Undo that comes out. And that's the combo. Then we got ways of making tokens. We've got Howled Haunting. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, as creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit cleric creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of spirits you control. So every time you cast a enchantment, you will create a spirit token. We've got Shark Typhoon. When you cast a non-creature spell, you create a blue shark creature token. Where XX, where X is that spell's mana value. You can also cycle this for X into blue. Then we got Sigil of the Empty Throne. For 5 mana, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Zoring Lightbringer with flying. Other enchantment creatures you control have flying, so it gives all your enchantment creatures flying. And whenever you attack a player, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. But we got like 13 removals in this. Well, actually, we got 7 recursions. We'll go over this first. Athros Shroud Veiled for 4/7, indestructible. As long as your devotion to white and black is less than 7, this is not a creature. At the beginning of your end step, put a coin counter on another target creature. Whenever a creature with a coin counter on it dies or is put into exile, turn that card to the battlefield under your control. So this means you can do your creatures or your opponents. We've got Oromancer. 3 mana. Whenever it enters, you may return target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Iliad, Radiant Dawn. When it enters the battlefield, return target enchantment card from your enchantment card that isn't a god from your graveyard to your hand. Then for 4 mana, 3 in a blue, you transform this, and so you may cast spells as though they had flash. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each card your opponents have drawn this turn. So it gives everything flash. Then we got Metamorphosis Fanatic. 6 mana, 4/4 lifelink. When it enters, return up to one target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a lifelink counter on it. It has Miracle for 2. So if this is the first card you draw, you can play this for 2. Redress Fates. Return all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Also has Miracle for 4. Starfield of the Nyx. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. As long as you control 5 or more enchantments, each other non-or enchantment you control that isn't a creature in addition is a creature in addition to its other types and has base power and toughness each equal to its mana value. Then we got Thassa, God of the Sea, indestructible. And if your devotion is less than 5, then it's not a creature. Beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Pay 2, target creature cannot be blocked this turn. We only got 2 protections in here. Spirit Ink Shield, for all combat damage dealt to you, for each 1 damage prevented this way. Pretty 2/1 white and black inkling creature token with flying. Spirit of Safety, creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays X for each of those creatures, where X is the number of enchantments you control. So this right here gets better the more enchantments you play. And then for removal, we got Agent of Treachery. 7 mana, 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents you don't own, draw 3 cards. We got Banishing Light, Blasphemous Edict, Cast Out with Flash. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until cast out leaves the battlefield. Also has cycling for 1. Then we got Detention Sphere. When Detention Sphere enters the battlefield, you may exile target non-land permanent not named Detention Sphere and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. When Detention Sphere leaves the battlefield, return the exile cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. Fear of Sleep Paralysis. 6/6 for 6, flying with Eerie. Whenever Fear of Sleep Paralysis or another enchantment you control enters, and you fully unlock a room, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. Stun counters can't be removed from permanents your opponents control. Then we got another room here. Restricted Office and Lecture Hall. Restricted Office. When you unlock this door, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Lecture Hall. Other permanents you control have hexproof. So it's a board wipe on a room. Yeah, I do like Unholy Annex. I do like that. We've got Return to Dust, Swords of Plowshare, Terminus. Put all creature cards on the bottom of their owner's libraries. Very good card. Return all creatures to the bottom of your opponent's decks. Then we got the Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker. Each opponent discards a card. Put a creature or a planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Then we have Time Wipe. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand. Turn a creature you control to its owner's hand, then destroy all creatures. Then we got Utter End. Exile target non-land permanents. I don't think there's any game changers in this deck. No, it's not. We got 11 ramps. Arcane Signet, Zora Signet, Banished Hearts. Play this. When you play this, you can pay 3 to sacrifice it to grab 2 lands, put on the battlefield tapped. Commander Spear, Demon of Fate's Design. With Flying and Trample, once during each of your turns, you may cast an enchantment spell by paying life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. So you can play use your life as mana when you got this on the battlefield, and play a enchantment for free. Life insurance with Extort. When you cast this spell, you may pay a hybrid black or white. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain that much life. Whenever a 9-token creature dies, you lose a life and create a treasure token. So it will ramp you, but with your creatures dying. We got Mind Stone. You pay 1, sacrifice it to draw a card. Monologue tax. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, you create a treasure token. Then Soul Ring, Starfield Mystic. Starfield Mystic. Enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on it. Birds Rangers. First Strike. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. As long as the opponent controls more lands than you, you may play lands from the top of your library. Then we have 2 tutors in this deck. Demonic Council. Search for a demon card. Unless you have Delirium. If you have Delirium, then you can search for any card. The Moonblessed Cleric. When it enters, you may search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, and then shuffle and put that card on top. Yeah, it is. I agree with you on that. About the monologue tax. But anyway, these are cards that I plan on getting over here to upgrade this deck. It's only $10.42 for these cards. And these cards that I have taken out of the deck, I did take a couple of rooms out. A lot of cards. Anyway, that is basically it. I have not upgraded the lands in this at all. Anyway, that is my commander decks. I showed y'all the Miracle, the Zamal, the Edgar today. Dog Meat have disassembled it. I disassembled it for the coldest. All right. Let's play some more Arena. No, I have not looked at that card. If you want to post that card in the Discord, you can. I'll take a look at it. All right, we took us a little break from Arena. Let's see if we can get some wins now. All right, it's not terrible. Yeah, we're in a little trouble here. I think. Oh, nice. Ooh. Flying. We have not drew any creatures yet. There we go. All right, opponent, you want to trade? Oh, that ain't good. Death touch. Hmm. What's up, Big John? Um. All right, we need some creatures here. Yeah, I ended up with all 4 of these on my hand. We definitely need creatures. We got all our lands. Oh. I don't know why I did that. I don't have any basics. Oh well. We'll get a shuffle. They don't realize what they're doing here. Unfortunately, we need another breath triplets now. That's fine. Oh. That's fine. We need another growth triplets pretty bad. They got a wider board than us. And a bigger and a stronger board. Yeah, I knew they had us. Could not draw any creatures. Could not draw any creatures. Unfortunately. Our deck was working, but unfortunately we did not draw any creatures. That would have been nice to have out. Need another green land. Maybe we'll get us another green land. Yeah, I know. I just could not get nothing to go along with it. Could not get nothing. Go. Oh, great. Yeah, we're in trouble here. All right, that's game right there. Block here, block here. And with this and this out, we're lost. Dag blaggit. Can we win 3 games? 3 games is all we want to win here. I mean, it goes to show if all you get is lands, you ain't going to win. That's all we was getting that game was lands on the last game. That's the game we just played with the last one. All right. Oh, great. Yeah, it does. And I go second most of the time. I need green land. Dag blaggit. Try this again. Oh, great. Oh, Franco. I think we'll put it on you again. Mono red. Hmm. Perfect creature we want to bounce. No. Man. Now I was hoping they had dang on we had gruff triplets out. We did, we would be able to have multiple gruff triplets. So all they're going to do is make these dang on tokens. We got to, yeah. See, the game is rigged, if you ask me. All right. We don't have enough to, yeah, we don't have enough. I don't think. No, we don't have enough. They're still going to kill us.
Dead blood.
Oh. Game does get nerve-wracking. I don't guess this deck is going to work. Try this one. Maybe this deck will work.
A new station alert has arrived.
Arena just does you like that sometimes. When we get up to 190 subs, I will be gifting, doing some gifted subs. I do try to do member only streams. I don't even know what's in this deck. I know nothing we can play. I can't cast nothing. Oh, great. There goes our shelter by ghosts. Hurry up, opponent. Get your card. Here we go. I knew you was going to take that. And we gained some life, actually. Brrr. I know. Ain't nothing gonna work. Ain't nothing working. All right. It looks like the only thing that's gonna work is Lugan. Jeez. I know these decks are good. Just sometimes it just won't let you play. Now paper, this will be totally different. Can we get another land? All right, now give me my 4. I need 4 lands. So I get my 5th. I haven't played nothing yet. Yeah. All right, so we cannot draw lands here. Wow. Arena. Get no removal, no lands, just stuff I can't play. Yeah, I could have played this, but that's get stuff back from our graveyard back into our deck. Chocobo. I knew it. Wow. Very unplayable game. Very, very unplayable game. Wow. Here we are again with 3 lands. We can get our 4th land this time, though. At least. Maybe we'll get our land. All right, we got a 4th. Oh, great. We're looking for an artifact to play. Just in case you got any shenanigans. Great. Ward 1. Blue food. Blood. Hey, tortoise. No board wipe, no nothing. Ah! Glad I took the creatures, at least. Zero. Okay. There we go, free Ugin. Yeah, we're going to take care of you. Then
No threat that
I'm gonna draw.
manage.
Play the land.
Is
Play you.
to success.
Take care of you.
Power
Play you.
is to the patient.
Take care of you.
I grant you a boon.
Take care of you. Of course, I can still hit Ugin for 4. They choose to. They don't choose to. All right. Yep.
An unwise attack. The wise heed my advice. Heed my counsel.
We're going to decline that.
I grant you a boon.
Hmm. Let's see. Nah, we'll decline. Oh, perfect.
Is vital to success.
You want to trade, opponent? Okay. That's pretty good. Surprised you ain't done this. Nope.
One step in the strategy. Preparation yields success. Focus. Breathe.
I think we'll hold one back. Okay. Yeah, it's a grindy game. That ain't good. They're gonna get rid of Ugin. Ah, I was hoping I'd draw another one. That's all right.
I will put an end to this conflict. I grant you a boon.
Then we got a discard. Two cards.
Heed my counsel. Knowledge is a virtue.
Want to equip it?
Heed my counsel. I am the master of this world. You fight without purpose.
Hmm. No blocks.
My resources are yours.
All right. We don't want to draw because we'll end up decking ourselves out. I'm just going to ramp you. That's all that's going to do. Ooh. I can't believe they sacked that. Down to 23.
Power belongs to the patient.
Right, two. One on top, one on bottom. Wow. Raw. Oh, I didn't get none of those. Oh well. Lucky you. 18 to 20 now. It's awesome. Okay. Draw. One, two, three, four. Breed's Gambit. What? Huh. Okay.
Heed my counsel. My resources are yours. Fate flows as easily as water.
Yeah. Now you gotta sacrifice it. Don't think he was thinking about that. Don't think he was thinking about that, was you? The Greed's Gambit was hurting your opponent. We could have easily got rid of this if we wanted to. All we do is play our transmutant front. Man, what a long game there. That was a long game. All right, we're gonna try to win 2 more. Then after that, then we'll call it a stream. So how's everybody's day been? If I haven't asked you, if you're just tuning in. Our opponent goes first. No, 3 lands, might as well say. Hope we get more than three lands. Oh, great. I don't know why I didn't attack. All right, can we get our 5th land? Come on, land. Can we get a land? Dang, Blaggett. Need a land. All right. Apparently we're going to lose this one. Pawn's getting everything they need. He ain't getting nothing. All right, land. Wow. This don't do nothing. See, we still got the same amount of land. So. We're done. Missed a land drop, and we were done. Thank you, game. It was working so good. Now you ain't working at all with me. All right, here we go. 3 lands again. I should have played the Plains and played Authority. You mean I have 4 lands in this deck? Wow. What's up, Kovacs Corner? Hmm. No removal. Boom. All right, we need a board wipe pretty dang on quick. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ooh. It's all the way down to 16. Oh. What a draw. What a draw. What a draw. Of course. You're a board wipe, but they drew a shot.
Dead blooded.
Okay, tortoise. That's fine. Man. Wet wizard. Are you a wet wizard? All right. We always start with 3 lands here, seems like. Oh, nice. I knew it would be bad to remove. least we got us a blocker. Gee. Uh-huh. Want to trade? I ain't gonna trade with the land. Ah, you can have it. We're gonna wipe the board. Wipe the board. They really are committing to the board, ain't they? Okay. I should have exiled one of those lands. Oh well. Come on, land.
I am the last power. Belongs our goals. Open your mind to possibility.
Did you draw a creature? Ooh. Something I can't destroy. Probably get a land now.
Knowledge is a virtue.
Ooh, that was a good hit. I'm gonna sack. You can't sack that. You can attack with it though. Two, three, 2, 3, 4.
Preparation yields success.
Dang on it.
Knowledge is a virtue. Insight is vital to success.
They're probably running Ugin too.
I grant you a boon.
The food. Blue. Exile. Got just what we need. Should have sacked it. Should have sacked it for lands, opponent. All right. Got him. Awesome. All right, folks. It is after 5. I think we'll go ahead and call it a stream. I will see everybody back here in the morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, Lord of Windy Cliffs does come out tomorrow on Arena, but it doesn't come out till around 10 o'clock. And at 10 o'clock, is usually when we end the stream. So I will be playing Lorwyn tomorrow afternoon. Then Wednesday afternoon, we'll do viewer battles. If you're interested in viewer battles, you want to play a game against me on Arena, then make sure to join the Discord. And that'll be Wednesday afternoon when we do that. and that'll give me enough time to make some Lorwyn decks. But anyway, do me a big old favor though. If you ain't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. And if you ain't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'll see everybody back here in the morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then after that, I'll see you at 2. Y'all have a good one. Later, everybody.